And welcome to a podcast. I was going to jump straight in there because Liam's introductions in the past 2 episodes have been awful or absolutely dog shit. Who really knows?
Bit like a blithering idiot on both of them, and that's me saying that. So I'm going to set that, and I've worked on it, and I've worked on my radio voice.
We actually have a very exciting moment. Oh, sorry for the bang there. Isn't that nice? Sorry, there was an alarm. There was an alarm going off for the past 25 minutes. And we were really concerned about recording. We're sat in the garden because it's a lovely summer's evening. So we were concerned about some alarm going off somewhere. Yeah, drinking red wine as you do.
And I'm smoking.
But anyway, I did post on social media about us doing this alone.
Yes.
Because the people that do slag us off but still ask us to be on the podcast.
I'm so confused.
I don't want to express those parties on the air because although we do only have 3 listeners, they are still getting some form of publication and they don't deserve that. So I'm going to keep their name mute.
Some positive things, but then I also heard someone came up to me this week and went, "Oh, I listened to your podcast thingy," which seems to be the sentence now. Podcast thingy.
Yeah, not life coach podcast.
No, which is fucking called, you morons. And then they went, "Oh yeah, I liked it, but I didn't really understand it." I'll be honest, I don't know what there is to understand.
We don't put any structure to it.
No.
It's not something to get, it's just something to listen to at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So there we go. So we do have a third party involved today. We know him as Shagger.
Yeah, I know.
Because he shags when he wants.
Yeah, or my little piglet.
Or Liam's little piglet.
Or Friar Tuck / Friar Fuck. He's a pimp, ladies.
Or real name.
Reese Robinson.
Given name. Reese Robinson. Mr.
From
Reese
the
Robinson.
Fat Lad Show on YouTube. I've heard it's a sensation.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's his YouTube
Oh, is that your name?
Yeah.
Sorry. Do you know when I heard Fat Lad Show and then you said YouTube? I don't know why. I went straight to E4 in my head.
Is that because of the Udderbelly thing?
I don't know.
Is that free falls?
Oh,
I
do you
don't
remember
know.
the
I'm
Reebok?
thinking.
Do you remember the Reebok advert? Belly's gonna get you. That was sick.
So that was mildly enjoyable. So Reese, how are you this evening?
I'm pretty damn great.
Yeah.
I've also had a pretty damn good day as well. I've slept most of it away, apart from obviously recording and stuff.
So you weren't researching for this?
Didn't look at our bios, find out what we like, our interests.
Well, the only thing I know is that you like hardcore rap. You love
Hardcore rap.
Yes.
I'd just say I like hip hop in general and hardcore music, as in the punk form. But yeah,
that's why I said hardcore
These
rap.
nuts are kind of hardcore rap, I suppose.
I've been listening to Aerosmith today, so I hope Stu would be quite proud, but mainly just on repeat. Pink is my favourite colour, because it came on in the car yesterday and I went to Dad, I used to love this
Was it on the
song.
radio or was it just on radio?
On the radio, and I went to my dad, I love this song. Do you remember when we used to always listen to it?
What did your straight-laced dad say about that?
Well, he's a bit straight-laced out, but he used to be a punk and all that back in the day, but he literally just went, "You still like it now, Liam?" And I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Yeah." And then he went, "I hate Southend," and I had a massive go at him saying Southend's the greatest place in the world. Mum lists loads of places we've been on holiday, like, and was like, "But
where did you go?" Rather than let's get into this, because I mean, you say Southend's the greatest place in the world, and you say we've been to a holiday, loads of places. I mean, you could have went to the end of Brentwood High Street on a holiday. You need to express yourself better, Liam. Sorry, I just sort of let out.
Stu's had 4 wines, so
no, I've had 2 glasses of wine. So
you only had 2.
Yep.
I'm actually quite proud of you today, mate.
Thank you.
Well
I'm a functioning alcoholic.
Yeah,
It's lovely.
This is actually really good for you. Generally, normally I have to wipe a bit of spit off you, a bit sick. I've told him many times I'm waiting for the intervention call.
Oh no, I've already had 4.
Yeah, but I'm waiting for my one.
You're waiting for number 5.
It's gonna be brilliant.
Because you already do that self-righteous "I don't drink" thing.
Yeah, Stu's funny.
So name an exotic holiday destination.
So I'll explain the story properly. I'll try and do as good as Stu could do it, but my language just there proves I'm not gonna be able to. I'm actually semi-intelligent. I just act like a blithering idiot. But so basically, we went to Southend, and you got a bit just before you get to the seaside bit, and you can kind of see it's got that lift thing. You can see the whole of the seaside. And I literally the whole day I was going, "Oh, this is the best place in the world. I fucking love it." And Mum started going, "He's been to Vegas. He's been to California, he's been to Ibiza, he's been, just named all these places and then started naming beaches, but I can't remember, pardon me.
I'm glad you just pardoned yourself. I apologise for anyone else, but yes,
I can't remember the exact beaches, but yeah, Southend-on-Sea fucking impresses this fucking cunt. And I was like, thanks mum, that was really nice of you, and then Leanne and mum and dad just kept calling it mud, calling it shit. Dad was like, Peter Pan's playground is part of Wank. I was like, best theme park in the world. And then I was like, they were mocking it. I was like, it's got the longest pier in Europe. How can you mock this? You can go on, you walk down it, get the tram back. It's fucking epic.
You get a tram down a pier?
No way. It's got a tram on it, mate.
Mental.
Which me and Dad had a 15-minute argument about.
Your lighter doesn't work.
No, it works if you use it, look, so the camera can see.
Well, the camera, but we're doing the podcast. This is just a backstage camera. So.
No, I think he's putting this on as well, look.
Well, yeah, no, I get that.
Just gotta have magic.
Okay, that's fair enough. So Liam's lighter only works within some frames. Something very odd happened to us this evening.
Oh, it was fucking weird.
I'm not sure if you're there at this point, Shagger.
He was there.
But if you can offer your opinion afterwards.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, was it the guy in the...
Oh, I just made the lighter work. Sorry, no, go on.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry.
Was it the guy in the multicoloured checkered top?
Yes.
It was him. Oh, okay. I was there
and
for
as
a
a
brief
fan
moment.
of checkered shirts, it was the wrong colour code for me.
So
I was there for a brief moment. I was there, but I heard some. But yeah, do carry on.
So what happened was very bizarre. I mean, me and Liam were both working this afternoon, as we all know to our three listeners that we work within a pub in Brentwood. And I served him about 4 o'clock this afternoon. He just seemed like a normal, polite sort of ale drinker.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, so I served him his ale about 4 o'clock. Finished work, came downstairs again to, mentally prepare for this podcast. And so what I do. A lot of preparation goes into these. And he came up to us at about, 10 past 11? After the pub had stopped serving. Yeah. And he went, where else can I go in Brentwood? We went. We named various other.
Oh yeah, we named
various
pubs.
other places. Do you want me to say a pub
could I do this bit?
We went to Wetherspoons.
Yep. Other pubs are available.
Right. Okay. So and then he went. Is London open?
And Liam replied, as I am Liam, when yes, I feel London will be open. It's London.
Yes, London is
a place it could be open. I don't like. He said it very much like it was a nightclub. Like, oh yeah, what are you doing tonight? I'm just going down London. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I'm meeting the girls down London. And me and Stu were very baffled by this. But it was, I would say, the only thing I will say about this is then he started naming. He named some places in London. We won't say the exact names of the places because then I'm going to have to say it again, and I'll be honest, it's very tiresome saying the thing again. But he asked Stu to find a strip club, and then we explained to him that it's quite far away. Stu said the nightclub was shut, and he went, I like going far away, and Stu said probably one of the best lines of his life for me, so I'm going to let him say it, so I will go.
Thank you, you're going to let me talk.
I'll be this guy.
Excellent, thank you.
This guy,
it wasn't like I was telling an anecdote or anything.
Well, you go.
So thank you, mate. That's very kind of you. So anyway, he came up, and so obviously Liam went, yeah, that's quite far afield. He went, I don't mind going far afield. So I went, and this place actually exists.
Oh.
Yes. There is a nightclub, a gentleman's club.
Okay.
Oh fuck it, it's a titty bar, really. So in Yorkshire called Tugboats. So
Okay.
I went to him. If you fancy going far afield, there's a strip club in Yorkshire called Tugboats. And he went, that's a bit too far afield. I went, but you didn't set the paradigms. And then we got into pretty much a 5-minute discussion about setting paradigms and parameters within conversations and distances.
Yeah.
And then he thought I was insulting him. I don't think I've ever come across as condescending or insultive in my life.
You were condescending.
I am a perfectly innocent human being.
I'll be honest. The only time I agree is that you were condescending in that sentence.
Really?
So to move on from this anyway. So that's what I said. He asked me to look up a certain strip club in Whitechapel.
Whitechapel.
Yeah. Which is closed on a Monday, I'm afraid, guys. If you are thinking of going to a strip club in Whitechapel on a Monday, you haven't got much luck.
No.
Then he named another strip club that he wanted to go to, which apparently have 4 in London.
Yeah. So it must be quite good.
Yeah. And then he asked the opening hours of those, and they all had different ones. I went, oh, it's all a bit different. He asked me to name each individual strip club's opening times.
Oh wait, is that why you were sitting on your iPad?
So bearing in mind, this is a Monday night. You know, most people just want to get Monday out of the way, go straight to bed, and sort of wake up for Tuesday, and then they sort of the week kind of rolls on from there. There was one in like Hammersmith, which was open until 4 in the morning. One in Covent Garden, which was open until 3 in the morning. The one in Hammersmith is open until 6 in the morning. And then there was another one in London, I can't remember the exact place, but that was open till 3:30. 3 and 3:30 seems a bit weird to me. Anyway, he went, well, looks like I'm going to one in Hammersmith, doesn't it? On a Monday night, how many tits do you need to see? Honestly, it's ridiculous.
Well, but you did say that. You went, think about how many tits you're going to see.
And he went, oh, yeah.
And he went, people that know me, listeners may not know this, but I'm partial to a titty bar. I quite like them.
I've never been to a strip club in all my life.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I haven't. No, I actually have. I like to talk to
C.
the strippers and just ask them about their lives.
Yeah, I've done that before. I asked them what their mortgage was.
So, sorry, anyway, go on.
Yeah, and then he went, there's no greater feeling than having a pussy in your face. Which, look, for once I'm not going to sugarcoat it, I'm a vulgar human being.
I mean, it is a nice
But that
feeling.
was a little bit too far even for me.
It is too far for someone
two people that you don't know
that you've just
on
met
a Monday night in a pub.
and that you've just asked to hook up the... Anyway, it is a nice feeling, but, you know, get to know the girl beforehand rather than just throwing a 50 quid out your fucking knuckle and you'll see how you get on. Shagger, what do you think about this?
I'm honestly speechless about that, because I remember you saying a bit about Leeds, and he was like, I don't really want to go that far, and he was like, but you just said you had no parameters on how far you wanted to go, and it was just kind of a back and forth, and I felt like there was going to be a tiny argument, and Liam would have to step in as the boy he is.
Oh no,
He
actually,
insinuated
basically he did. This is what people don't know about me, is that I'm a dangerous weapon.
Yeah, it's double work.
I've had to actually report myself to the police because I can't get into fights because I'm too dangerous when it comes to it. I mean, I'll destroy anyone. So obviously, you know, Liam is bigger. I'm 6'4", Liam's 6'7". Yeah. He's just naturally bigger than me. So when it came to that, he went, "Oh, is this your muscle?" I went, "No, I'm his muscle, mate." Which
I was
straight
eating.
from then, Liam obviously nodded because he knows I'm the muscle.
White in crisps, gangster.
Yeah.
Upside down.
Yeah, well, we won't get into that. But and then the best bit was, though, he kind of muttered it, but I know he went, because if he is your muscle, I ain't scared. And then went, thank you for your time, you've been really good.
Yeah, he was a very odd man, to be fair. So that was something that happened on our Monday evening.
It wasn't.
I honestly never heard that part when it comes to that bit.
Oh, he whispered it. He said it, and I kind of get Stu and me tried not to laugh through the whole of this exchange. And
I mean, I think you know, fair play to the geezer.
Yeah.
He's looking for a strip club on Monday.
Well, let's be honest, we're doing a podcast for 3 people. I don't know how many viewers you get on this thing that we're.
Well, basically, what's happening?
But he's got boobs in his face right now.
It's gone midnight. Yeah, as you say, we're doing a podcast. He's not just getting boobs in his face; he's getting pussy in his face. Apparently, that's what he said. The words of him, not us.
Carmel's probably got her ass in his face right now.
Well, that's
Chantel's going to be next.
Now you're just stereotyping.
What? Because they're not. Candy's going to be.
What about Stephanie? What about the nice name?
Barbara. Imagine if you went, "Welcome to the stage,
Jane?
Barbara."
What about stripper Jane?
Yeah, stripper Jane.
Yeah.
I reckon she'd be like a Calamity Jane kind of like rip-off. That'd be really sexy. Because Calamity Jane is very hot.
So,
I have got news though before we get on.
Sorry. I was going to say, right, basically, we're trying our hardest. I mean, we're 14 minutes into the latest episode, and we're still doing it, but we're slowly trying to change the formula because we've got to a quarter of a century of podcasts. So
we're old.
We're getting people to write in.
Thanks for that, mate.
To us, and people have actually written in.
Oh, I've heard this.
And we're doing this sort of as an actual life coach, their issues, and we're going to try and sort of help them through their issues and do that. That's why we've got Shagger here at the moment to help all that. Yeah, because you know,
I like helping.
He's a very self-aware, self-conscious, and self-confident human being.
Yeah, master of the 69.
Sorry about that. Just coughed there. So Liam, what's your news?
Alright, so I went round Mum and Dad's for Stir Fry Monday. Often do it. And the greatest thing in the world happened to me. This hasn't happened to me in about 7 years. This is like playing in the FA Cup final. This is like for Stu, headlining, and the lead singer of Why She Sleep goes, I don't really remember the words. Do you want to come on and sing along with me? That's how big
I've
this
actually
is.
had several dreams of not just While She Sleeps, but 80s Matchbox, where either the lead singer doesn't turn up, Loz or Guy, or they've forgotten all the words and they ask someone. And I've actually had dreams where I perform for those bands. So yeah,
Mum and Dad were cooking and they were being a bit boring, so I couldn't bother to talk to them.
That's very nice.
Yeah, but it happens. I spent the whole day yesterday with them. Come on. And I was flipping through and I thought, Simpsons. I put Simpsons on. I saw a Simpsons I've never seen before today.
Oh, that's exciting.
How
What one?
fucking epic.
Go on, what one?
Another, and my favourite kind of Simpsons, I'm a bit weird with my Simpsons. I love Simpsons, but I like the ones where they travel back in time in like all memory ones, like the TV's broken or something like that. And it was the one where they go into the 90s and Marge goes to college and Homer starts basically invents grunge. And the best bit of
Is this one with like the camera guy? No. Sorry, go on.
And the best bit about the whole thing, it was a really good episode actually. I genuinely enjoyed it. Like the Professor and Marge get together, and then Homer's doing grunge, and there was two really good bits. Where was when he started doing grunge, a guy's on a phone and he goes, "Hey Kurt, it's Marv. We've got I found this sound," and hinting from Back to the Future, which I thought was fuck. I sat there and I was really happy. I went to Dad, "Do you know where that's from?" He went, "Yeah." I was like, "Brilliant, you're fucking really making this episode great for me." And then the second bit was like Marge walks in to the house because it's like on MTV, Homer's a drug addict rage or something like that, and he's got a needle in his arm. She takes the needle out, stamps on it, and goes, "No, you're not doing this. You're not doing drugs." And then she goes, and the next frame, what I thought was heroin was actually insulin, and I nearly killed him.
That's I like that. I do like the reference to Nirvana and Kurt Cobain. I do vaguely remember that from my university days, not the heroin. I mean the episode.
Yeah.
Liam texted me earlier because I tried rearranging the date of recording this, and he went, "Okay, but I have news."
That's news.
That's not news.
That is news.
Right, news.
Is this why it was
right.
pushed
Take the S out of news. What does it spell?
New.
Right.
That was new for me.
So that episode came out a long while ago.
Yeah,
how is that news?
For me,
that's something that happened. Right. Okay. So I was sat watching Nickelodeon the other day, and I saw an episode of Kenan and Kel that I haven't seen before.
See, that's epic.
And
See, I don't know
Kel,
what happened.
rather than drinking orange soda, drunk appetizer.
That's fucking mental. See, that is actually mental. If that happened, please can I see this episode?
Now I just think you're just pandering to the
No,
fact
I'm not.
that I'm not impressed.
I'm being truthfully honest in the sense that if something, I'm sorry.
Right. Okay. So to again our three listeners, if a very dear friend of yours, I don't know why I keep coughing. I do apologise.
Why don't you bit your wine?
I probably should actually. I should probably have some wine. Thank you.
Sorry. Does that cleanse the palate?
A little bit. Text you saying I have news, and then they just described a Simpsons episode to you. Would you be disappointed? I think they would.
Why? I don't think I'm shocked by you because you know how rare it is to get a Simpsons episode you haven't seen.
I like that, but that's not news.
Oh,
that's just excitement.
I think that's news.
I want to kind of weigh in a little bit.
Right,
It kind of depends on how your friend's brain kind of functions on it. So if his brain and his mind kind of act like a 12-year-old or a child, then he'll be like, "Oh my god, that's freaking amazing."
Yeah.
But if it's kind of on Stuart's level and someone a little bit, probably more sophisticated or something, they're just like,
Right.
"What the fuck are you on about?"
If you're gonna
Thank you. Thank you. That was just a sorry. If that clearly sort of muffled the speakers just then. Right. So let's just stick with that because we got to do the right. We're 90 minutes in and we got to do the things that people write in. So Reese Shagger, that was fantastic. Thank you.
Right,
So we got to do the writing in part. So. Right.
Just so everyone does understand, Stuart last week told me 3 different places he was going to live and got 2 aside. I'm not, but look, he's a very intelligent man, but he's a fickle motherfucker in the world. And if you're going to be on here just arse-licking him, you can leave now because I'm
That
not.
was not arse-licking.
It's fine. It's fine. Liam, all I'm
backing
hearing
both
is
of you
jealousy,
here.
so that's fine. I'm happy with you to be jealous because jealousy is a weak emotion. So we've got to do
let's do
the
this.
writing in. So right. I'm just going to do these random.
Okay,
Just completely random.
Yeah.
This is what people have written
Okay,
into
cool.
me.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we go? Right, I'll go first. Actually, I think this is one for all of us. Actually,
Okay, we can.
it does
all weigh
say
in on this.
to Stu, but I think we can
Yeah.
all do this one. The others are a bit more specific.
Is this
but-
like Jim will fix it?
So, right, number one. This is from Stephen Cromwell.
Oh, Dave, you're such a fucking nonce. It's unbelievable.
So,
Wow.
so,
I
yeah.
hate this kid.
So,
much.
right, here we go.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All my friends are getting married after they already have mortgages. Should I think about settling down or at least offsetting my finances into property? Shagger? Liam?
Let
where-
Shagger go first. He's a guest.
Like again before, if you want to feel like you want to be a little more adult about your life, or adult, how you ever want to say it, I don't know, then yeah, go ahead. But if you want to have sex, drugs, and constant sausage rolls and go completely insane, then go for it.
I like that. The idea of insanity. It's the one thing that terrifies me in life. But I mean, what I would say is that I don't think it's a need to feel grown up. I think it's just something that happens to people, and I don't know. We sort of live in a society where you're sort of told how to live your life, and people that live outside of those paradigms, they're sort of shunned, aren't they? I think Liam's looking at me right now as if he's agreeing with me this time.
Oh.
And Liam, where do you stand? I mean, we've both moved out from our homes, haven't we? I mean, we've went through our delinquent phase. I'm still going through it, but you know, at the same time, where do you stand on the whole sort of marriage and mortgage thing?
For one, thank you for this lovely letter. I feel that it's stroked someone's ego, and they've made themselves feel better. Second thing I will say, I'm a 27-year-old barman that has got a pay-as-you-go phone. I've got no way to comment on marriage or getting a mortgage. If people want to do that, that's great. Do you know what? As long as you're happy for your friends, that's all that matters. My friend Jack got engaged with Megan. I'm so happy for him. That's all that matters. My mate Scott's just had a kid. I can't wait to meet her. That's all that matters in life. Be happy for your friends.
I think that's fine. That's very good. I think we all live our lives in different ways, and as long as we all come together at the end of it, then we're very happy.
Yeah.
That was the collective one. I think that's very good.
Yeah.
This next one's just for me.
Oh, okay, cool. Do you want
It's-
Shagger to read it
it's
out to you
from
then?
no,
Yeah, I think I
it's from Alec Crosswell.
They've all got very similar names, these people.
Not all of them actually.
What's your middle name?
I've got 2 pages.
What's your middle name?
Alec.
Oh, yeah, Alec, is it? I weren't sure.
So, are you going to let me?
Yeah, go on.
Stu, I'm thinking of growing my new age and death metal collection. Any suggestions?
You're such a fucking cunt.
I mean,
Oh, I hate this kid so much.
obviously, While She Sleeps. There's an Australian death metal band called Dio's Murder, very good. Parkway Drive always up there. And just stick with the old school thrash as well. Metallica, Maiden. Anyone like that. That's good fun. So thank you for that question, Alec. That's
Cool.
very lovely.
Thank you, Alec.
I've got a question just for Liam here.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
Okay. Right. This is from Pepe, age 9, from Israel.
Yay.
My auntie is Israeli. My auntie is Israeli, and my cousin is Palestinian. They live near the Gaza Strip, and although they try not to embroil themselves within the holy war, they have differing beliefs, which, once confronted, will resort to violent methods to prove their faith in quotation marks. Can you suggest something to bring them together, as this is a conflict too complicated for me to understand?
Romeo and Juliet. Sorted. Watch Romeo and Juliet.
That's
Preferably the Leonardo DiCaprio one.
I feel like there was a lot less bombs in Romeo and Juliet,
Yeah,
and
but
just
it's
a lot more
too-
swords.
West Side Story, even better. Watch that. Or Romeo Must Die. That shit is sick.
That's a cracking answer.
Yeah.
No, that's
Sorry, you want two people to get along and do stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Just
Yeah, I
tell
could
me-
also say watch Billy Connolly's tour of Belfast. That is beautiful as well. He talks a lot about the war out there, or as we Irish like to call war troubles. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think that's quite simple. I'm a strong believer in everyone just getting along, and actually Romeo and Juliet teaches you, do you know what, you're fighting for no reason. It's silliness. But West Side Story could be called Or Romeo Must Die, because DMX is the fucking bomb in that movie.
Well, there we go. So that's
Pepe,
actually very good.
Pepe from
It's
Israel.
visual Pepe.
Yeah.
There you go. Try and get your family to come over the Gaza Strip and watch Romeo and Juliet or Romeo Must Die together. And,
Maybe watch all three.
We'll see how we got on here. Liam, you've got another one.
Oh,
here.
have I? I can't wait.
This is from. Actually, I'll ask a question and then I'll tell you who it's from.
Oh, okay, cool.
Why did the British government decide to rape and blow up my country? This is from Abdul from every Middle Eastern country.
Oil.
Oil.
Just a one-word answer.
Oil.
Yeah. Do you wanna offer Abdul any sort of solace or hope in this?
If you come to the right, so if you're lucky enough, you will get a gun, and then you can do your own troubles. If I'm honest,
I'm not condoning terrorism, but at the same time, you act within your means. And
let's
this
be
is what
honest.
has
Though,
happened.
why is it called terrorism when someone of non-white does it, and it's just called mental?
Oh no, we
does it.
terrorised the whole of the Middle East.
Yeah.
That's fine.
For oil.
These other two,
Which Scotland's got
these other two have
something to do
only
with
sort of come in within the last half hour.
It's because they're up later.
This one's a bit weird
Time
actually.
zone. Oh yeah.
So I think I bumped into him earlier.
Is this for me or is this for you?
This one's actually for me.
Oh, is it? Okay.
This one's a bit dodgy.
Oh.
Stuart, upon serious reflection and contemplation, I made a massive mistake sleeping with your best mate and kicking,
This is epic.
and kicking you out of my life. I am an inferior person to you. I'm an inferior person to you. Your wit, charm, and good looks. Pretty much all girls of Stu's past. Well, you sort of answered your own question there. You're just a bunch of cunts. So
do you know what I'm
we've
quite
moved on
liking
from
at
that
the
one.
moment? And I'll be honest, the questions.
Also, sorry,
Yeah,
you are a bunch of cunts, and I was going to bring it up on the first one, but I sort of left it open. I'm with the most fantastic person in the world now, which is
thanks,
lovely.
mate.
I'm not going to say who they are.
I do try to know. Why did you look at Shaka when you said
Well,
that?
you don't dye your hair purple, so
I could do if you want.
you know.
If I had my hair, I'd know.
Yes, to those people, well done you, because
What?
you've led me to the ultimate winner. So thank
Yeah.
you. That's very kind of you.
What I am enjoying is, as much as Shagger obviously got it wrong, what he said earlier about my level of intelligence compared to yours is.
No, I didn't say it like
well,
that.
pipe
Sorry.
down. Because people that are fans, and they know I'm the people's person, do you know what I mean? I'm the people's champ. I'm always looking out for people who keep asking me very intellectual questions and proper help questions, where yours are very fickle questions. Very mirrored. I can't say the word because I'm thinking too many thoughts, but very much like, oh yeah, we'll ask dumb old Stu that simple question about death metal. And do you know what?
For a man of the people, you're insulting.
But this is what
you're
we're
insulting
saying.
our listenership
We all.
here.
No, I'm not insulting them. They know the true genius behind all this.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I'd just like to say thank you. And do you know what? I didn't realise we hit Israel. So thank you very much.
Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, I can't choose the questions that are sent in. Though. I
obviously
mean,
you
obviously
can't.
they're directed
Do you know what I
towards
mean?
me.
And,
So
yeah.
obviously you're giving the people. Looking at this last question,
Yes.
I feel like this literally shits on everything you just said.
Oh, okay.
This one's directed towards Reese.
Okay.
Oh.
Can I just quickly say,
this is
I
from-
apologise for insulting you if you feel like I've insulted you.
It's okay, little pickler. I'm going to hurt you later.
It's fine. It's fine. This is from Bill in London.
Oh.
Reese, the IMF's decision to cap the UK's economic growth at 0.9%, and also the obvious social implications of us leaving the EU, and with Theresa May, our new PM, who did not want to leave the EU, do you think this will lead us into another recession, the likes of 2008?
I think we should just go yes or no on this. What you got insight?
I feel like you just stuck me into a massive hole.
Well,
that I could
no.
possibly dig
John
myself
sent
into
that
more.
in.
No, Bill.
Bill, sorry, I apologise, Bill.
Sorry, Bill.
Sorry, Bill.
I mean, You can call him John if you want, but you'd be very wrong.
Okay, why don't you answer the question?
Right, I'm just gonna I'm getting sidetracked. My apologies. If she probably will.
She probably will what?
She probably will bring us into a recession. That's what I'm trying to do. Sorry, I don't.
We don't get led into a recession. That's the economy.
I don't know much about politics. I failed a lot of stuff in school, so I don't know much. But
so we can't help Bill out.
Okay,
Let me
right.
finish.
Okay, right. There's
done.
one more question.
Oh, who's this for?
This is for me.
Oh, okay. I wonder what this could be.
This is a cracking one. This is the best one. This is the most poignant question of the night.
It's like you know it off by heart.
Yeah, no, I was
You
learning
haven't
it.
got the paper.
I know, I had nothing
You haven't got the
with me.
paper anymore. So
I know, it's amazing. Stu, your hair is amazing. What do you
Oh
think
my
about
God.
cutting in a fringe? I thought about it now and again. I wouldn't go for a box fringe because that's too sort of impractical. You know, I like to wear it up and sort of do that thing. But maybe a nice little side fringe. But I mean, with my incredibly masculine looks, I don't think I would look too feminine. So
Well,
that's nice.
I'm glad we've got. I don't really understand how you're helped his life by this though.
Huh?
How have you helped
He
his
just
life
asked.
with that?
He just asked a question. That was
Was it?
from.
Who was that from? Stuart Creswell?
No,
Lives
it
above the
wasn't
swamp?
actually. No, it wasn't. It was from Jose Celios Janakopoulos Copatopoulos Menonachos Muchachos.
Where's he from?
Southend.
Does he own a kebab shop by any chance? Or is it Turkish
what do you mean a
restaurant?
kebab shop?
Oh,
Are you racially segregating people?
Again,
Oh, mate, at least I answered my questions.
You've got a habit for that, haven't you?
Yeah, apparently.
You big bastard. It's not like I'm trying to fill time here, but we're at 31 minutes.
Oh. Is there anything you
Just-
want to add?
Sorry, Reese.
Yeah,
Reese,
I was,
let's.
sorry,
right,
let's
trying
have a
to-
little
We should have a
restart.
side note.
let's
Reese's,
have a little
Reese's
restart.
moments.
I was trying to finish my little sentence, but I got interrupted by you. It was to the question,
Mm.
but I don't. Can I go back to it?
Do you
Okay.
want me to ask you again?
Yes, please.
The IMF. That's an acronym. What does that stand for?
I've no idea.
I believe, I'm not sure, but I think it's the International Monetary Fund.
You're such a cunt.
The-
It's unbelievable how much you're-
What?
Oh.
I don't understand.
Oh,
I just get sent the questions.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the IMF's decision to cap the UK's economic growth at 0.9%, and also the obvious social implications of us leaving the EU. And with Theresa May, a politician who wanted to stay within the EU, do you think this will lead us into another recession, the likes of 2008?
Okay. I did say something about being led into a recession, and then it says in the question, do you think she can lead us into one? She probably will.
No, she's not. No,
No.
will this lead us in? Because
Oh.
Theresa May didn't want to be part of the.
This Bill's right.
It's not like
Oh,
Theresa
no,
May's
I
going
wasn't.
into war to. Although with that
I'm-
massive beak of it, right. I said this earlier. Theresa May, like during PMQs the other day, I understand Prime Minister's questions. It's a televised way of showing the country that politicians are doing their job, so they all get together and just shout at each other. I get that. Her first performance was disgusting. It was awful. She was like a school bully, and the worst thing is she looks like a Disney vulture, doesn't she? The way she leers over you with that big
I don't
beak
like
of
that.
hers.
That's upsetting.
And I feel like all she wants to do is sort of just nick my wallet and my phone to go through it with that massive beak of hers and then
do
fuck
that.
off again. I know you like vultures,
You go
but
for pigeon.
okay,
It's
a
their
Dis-
stuff.
sorry, a Disney pigeon.
Yeah, pigeon. I really like vultures. They're beautiful creatures.
Okay,
They're
okay, a Disney what?
Vultures are the greatest thing in the world because they don't kill anything.
I like pigeons.
Do you know what I mean? They only eat things that have already been torn apart and they're just going to die and roll. So I'm sorry, I don't like vultures being used like that. It
Okay.
annoys me Disney does it.
Okay, I
watch Jungle Book and I go, they're beautiful, they are.
Okay.
I've seen them live as well.
But I like pigeons.
Okay, so crow, are you a crow fan?
Oh yeah.
What's about an eagle? I don't particularly like the eagle because the Americans love it so much.
The bald eagle, a Disney bald eagle, a Disney bald
Should we-
eagle
should
from
we
the
sit-
UK.
Yeah, should we sell on that?
Okay, yeah, no, because that is
Or
democracy.
we could go-
We've got
yeah.
democracy there. We've actually voted in someone
Yeah.
rather than just being given someone.
Yeah,
so that's
so
nice.
I like
yeah.
that.
Mm.
We've worked as a team.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Shagger.
Yeah,
Any
go
words?
back to your question, mate. Sorry.
Yeah. I still kind of don't get it. I should probably say that properly. I still don't kind of get the question because is it like will she not put us into a recession?
No, it was more that because we've left the EU,
Yeah,
that she never wanted to, but now she's Prime Minister, she has to leave the EU.
Yeah.
So she's basically, so she's been basically asked to kind of lead what she never wanted to do in the first place.
Yeah.
So she kind of wanted to be.
So she's going against her morals and beliefs as a Prime Minister,
Yeah.
which does also bring into the question, which in terms of the whole Brexit thing, was it just an excuse for career politicians to help their career?
Yeah.
That was from Nigel in Wandsworth.
Oh, I feel like this has been sidetracked by someone. I don't know who.
Well, yeah, I think it will just dick us over in the future. In the long run, it's just going to dick us over.
I think that's a fair enough statement, because I think it will dick us over.
Now I want to see Uncle Jezza say that.
Uncle Jezza already knows. Uncle Jezza is all
He's a
being
genius.
sensible.
But I feel we should leave. I know that Bill wanted that question answered, but we should leave the politics.
Oh no, I answered it. It's just going to dick us over. That's it. Move on.
I'm not a big fan of politics on the podcast.
Neither.
I know that's a good name for a podcast, actually. If we ever did a side note podcast, politics on podcast. But I don't like it. I think it defies the people as the people's champion.
We're also at that point where we need to say good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening sound. I always think good evening. You know, like when people leave and they say good evening, I always think, well, what, are you going to hang around for a little while? Like, it doesn't sound like a definitive bye, does it?
I've said it as well, like, I've said it to Stu, like, I think befriending sounds like you're getting rid of a friend, you're going fuck off, not becoming friends with someone. I feel that...
I understand the mentality.
Yeah,
because betray and befriend sound very similar, Get that.
Well, I watched a lot of American TV shows growing up, so basically befriended I always saw as being nice and having a friend.
Oh, that's quite sweet, Enzo.
Shagger.
Top dog. Master of the 69.
Thank you very much, guys. It's been very lovely of you to listen.
Thanks for the letters as well. They mean so much
Pepe, Abdul,
Pepe,
Bill,
I'll be honest, I'm
Nigel,
to Pepe
Steve,
especially.
Bill.
I really hope I've helped you out, and I would recommend out of all three of them, I do love all three movies, but Romeo Must Die. And I know that they can be quite hard to get DVDs or Blu-ray or Netflix or whatever.
Well, we've got to make his life worse.
No. So if you give me a shout on the full address, I will send you a copy of all three on VHS.
There we go. That's fair enough. And Alec, Alec, your problems are also at the depth of my heart.
Why don't you send who's...
just listen to While She Sleeps.
Why don't you send him some, like I'm sending Pepper?
Huh?
Send him some CDs or vinyls.
Oh, I'll send him side versions. Actually, no, he'll probably just want press shots of me, wouldn't he? I'll just send him those.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
Peace out.
Bye.